Let's say you live in the nation's capital, in Washington, D.C. Now let's go get some Canadian fast food. Hi everybody, I am the Gam Wolfers, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And welcome to Transit Accessible Food Institutions, a series dedicated to finding restaurants, big and small, using the power of public transportation, sometimes private. And joining me in this series is my rent-free roommate. So I remember many years ago getting a box full of really good sweets, and it happens to have the name of Tim Hortons. I really did enjoy that box to the point that I actually didn't even share it with my mom and my sisters, funny enough. The funny thing is he would have done the same thing. And again, this begs a lot of questions. When will we ever get Tim Hortons? When will we ever get Waffle House? When will we ever get White Castle? Church's Chicken as well. Well, maybe not them, but you know what I mean. So going back to Tim's. I've waited way too long enough. So it was time for me to take action and to go to the closest one that I could find. And what you're about to witness is a man's journey to get some Canadian fast food, even though he was so under the weather that he could have just canceled the whole thing and tried it again some other day. So to begin, we're going to start off at the King Street station and take the yellow line. Then at Gallery Place, we transfer to the red line and hope that it does not skip us. Please, please, please. Then we can finally say bye to the VRE as we are taking the Northeast Regional northbound to Philadelphia 30th Street Station. But of course we have to survive the Maryland MTA Baltimore no Wi-Fi tunneling. Now that we're finally out of that cursed tunnel, we can finally sink in and admire the lovely views of the filming set of The Wire. Then we can breeze by the river that is very, very sus. And we can say hi and bye to the beautiful town of Perryville. Look at how pretty it is. Then take a pic of the 30th Street scaffolding for some reason. Stop at the Market Street Bridge and foam at the SEPTA regional trains. Say hi and bye to City Hall. Take a scuff pic of the Patco train. And here we are, the journey will finally begin. Note to self, don't pick the first two consist of the Patco trains. Alright, so without going into too much of a tangent about dotted brandings on a train or bus, in defense of the dotted branding, I have noticed that it is definitely efficient when it comes to the sun hitting a certain side of the car, and at least you're not getting baked 100 degrees from that sun, because for some reason like the dots is like covering like say a majority of that and like absorbing all that heat and all that sciencey stuff. So yeah, there's that, I guess. But I could barely see the woodlands. I can't even see the swamp in this film. And the woodlands, and the houses, and yada yada yada. But anyways, let's just go back and finish this up. Forgive me for the still images, as again, I was definitely under the weather that day, but there it is. Tim Horton, sandwiched between South Whitehorse Parkway and New Road. Sandwiched between a TD Bank and a CVS. There's my latte. Waited 10 minutes for my meal to come, but it was definitely delicious. It was a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel along with a hash brown. I gotta say, my initial reactions, I enjoy it. Oh, really good. So my rent-free roommate made some maps to showcase the nearby routes that is accessible to Tim Hortons. As you can see, it is super close to the Patco Lindenwald station, so if you live nearby Center City, Philly, Camden, Collingswood, Haddonfield, this is your best line. Speaking of the Lindenwald station, there is also an NJ Transit commuter rail station that is literally next to it. This is a part of the Atlantic City line that starts from the Gambling City all the way to the 30th Street station in Philly. And let's be honest, you get a little bit out of it after the gambles and all the stuff you did. Stopping at Tim's for a break and then taking a Patco to Philly or wherever will probably do the work. Let's not forget the buses, starting with the 403. Half of the line does follow the Patco line, but it does serve more communities like Haddon Heights and Echelon. You can also take the bus to a Walmart past Washington Township, so you could use all the gambling money that you've won on some great value spicy nuggies, which really brings in a really super spicy kick. Then there's the 459, which starts at Echelon, then breezes by Washington Township, loops around a Target for some reason, and then to Sicklerville. And finally, at least to my knowledge, there is NJ Transit 554, which unlike the Atlantic City line, it has a bit more frequency to come back from Gambleville, so you can definitely get your coffee after your crazy, joysy night. That just about does it for our awesome video. Pardon me for that very long delay. Apparently, my rent-free roommate decided to take a strike, even though I have to constantly tell him foxes are not allowed to eat donuts. Really, dude? Anyways, be sure to leave a comment. What is your favorite Tim's meals? What's your favorite Tim's donuts? Coffee combos? What do you like about them? What do you hate about them? Also, if there's any other information as to, like, say, transit accessibility to that Tim's, let me know. And please let my rent-free roommate know why he cannot have any donuts. That's all for now. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.